Here we So we are going to get started now. And believe me, I could use a little bit of Qigong today. Yeah. These are really difficult times here in Israel, and just thinking what I could do about this. Hold on, I'm going to try a little bit, one more thing. And I think that's going to help a bit. Yeah, well, sort of. One hand over the other on the lower dantian. Check your stance first. Feet parallel, knees slightly bent, tailbone tucked, shoulders down, arms slightly removed from the body, chin down, head pulled up as if by a string, one hand over the other, and let's just take a few breaths. And again. And one more time. And let's start to move. We're just, as we move, just start off slowly. And then you can become a little bit more vigorous as you move along. Make sure the movement is initiated in your legs, your feet, moving up to your waist. And chest. And over your shoulder. And now you can lift up your heel and really give yourself a big twist. Okay. And I guess we got to go back down. Take it from me, I'm pretty tired these days. If I get lost in the middle. Oh. And slow it down. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Let's try again. And we have that nice light beam. Okay. And now we are going to start. Let's take a few breaths. Let's breathe in 2 stages. Take 2 in breaths. Inhale. Inhale, hold it for a moment and let it out really slowly. And again, inhale and inhale. And one long out breath. And we're going to start shifting the weight on the bottoms of our feet. Qigong Sheni, other direction. Forward and back. And forward and back. Feet together. Over the knees. Circle. And wide stance from the waist. Exhale, inhale. Other direction. Feet closer together and from the waist. And down the neck. Inhale. Ear to the shoulder. Ear to the shoulder. And we'll say hello, good morning, good afternoon, back and forth. Feel that nice stretch. And one full circle. And in the other direction. Okay, let's circle with the shoulders. Inhale. And in the other direction. Up, ears to the shoulder, down. And let's do breathing in, ears to the shoulder, and then let's push down with the hands. Push, push, push. Inhale. And ועוד פעם אחת. Okay. And let's, boy, I really am distracted today. A lot of things on my mind. Let's give a good workout to our chest and our immune system. Hang on one second. There's a big siren out there, trying to figure out what that is. It looks like it's an ambulance or police or something. But that's the way we are around here, a little jumpy. We had an air raid siren here where I live the other day. We don't get too many, but actually there was a big boom and a mortar fell not far from here. Up, down, up, down. On the other side, up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. And let's kidneys. kidneys. And down the sides of our legs, up the insides, down, up, down, up, and let's shake. You can bounce on your heels if you want. You can just shake. Okay, and just stop and feel the chi. Let's stand on one foot. Hold on if you need to. Pick up your other foot and circle. Up and down, side to side. Other foot. Circle. Both directions, up and down, side to side. And let us do some Qigong for the face. Oh, whoa, feels good to sit. Oh, Rebecca, you joined us. Wonderful. And I guess who dropped out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nobody. Okay, good. So, cancel. I almost shut you all down. Okay, we're gonna try to build some chi in our hands and give our face a nice facelift. Oh. Oh. Temples. Third eye. Press. Circle. Around again. Nose. Sides of the mouth. Under the nose. Under the chin. Everywhere we're going, we're pressing and circling. And behind the ears. Ooh. 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 Behind the neck. And let's comb. Ooh, time for a haircut. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, two, 1. Don't forget, you can always tap your head or just give it a good rub. That feels good too. Okay. And let's put your hands on the back of your head, thumbs under the bony ridge. See if you can find some nice spots there. press with your thumbs and circle. Press and circle. Press and circle. I'm going to take our pincers. And again, just nice rub. And what didn't we do? I feel like I'm a little bit out of sync here.
Heavenly drum.
What did we do?
Heavenly drum.
Ah, thank you there. Pretty soon you're going to teach the class, Deanie. Hands over the ears. And tap 28 times. There's no doubt about it that, you know, when you get distracted and start thinking about other things, you forget where you are. Pat yourself on the back for showing up. Even if you're tired, even if you're worn out. This could only be good, right? Right. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to run through, well, we're going to walk through. We're not going to run. The 5 elements, we'll do all 5 of them, and we'll do each one, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times, something like that. And then I'm going to teach number 8 of Baduan Jin. We'll do Baduan Jin. And then we'll see if we have time for anything else. I think we might. I actually think we might, in which case we'll start Shibashi, but we'll see. We may not start it till next week. We'll see what the time frame is. So here we are. We're going to do the 5 elements. The first one, of course, is metal, related to the lungs. And the 2 things you really want to pay attention to is let the breath lead and your hands float up. And the second thing you want to pay attention to is the opening in your chest and your back. So those are the 2. See if you can pay attention to both of those things. And if you can't, then just pay attention to one. Just pay attention to the breath leading. One more time. Let's stand with the white chi of the metal element. And we'll move on to water. Inhale, water element, blue chi, related to the kidneys and the bladder. Hands go up only as far as your kidneys. They don't go all the way up to your shoulders. And you might notice the rocking motion on your feet. Kind of rocking forward and back. Inhale to your toes. Exhale to your heels. And last time. Let's stand with the blue chi. Chia kafo, the blue chi. Now, wood. Hands on your inner knees. Your inner knees. And we're going to let our hands float up. Come all the way back. And twist at the end. Exhale. Inhale, let your hands float up. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. That was wood element related to the liver. So we're going to hold our hands in front of our liver on the right hand side. And fire, draw up, down, and again. Two more times. Stand with the fire element, the red chi in front of our hearts. And finally, the earth element, this grounding exercise. Last time, we're gonna stand with the yellow chi, the yellow chi of the earth element. Gather. Gather. And bring it down. And gather. Bring it down. One hand over the other on the lower down hand. Now, when we have our hands here, let's imagine that in our lower dantian, which is about 3 centimeters below your belly button, like 1.5 inches below your belly button, and 1.5 inches or 2 in. It's not exactly in the middle of your body, but it's sort of in the middle, a little to the front. And I like to imagine a ball of chi, like a small ball, maybe like a pensy pinky, like a bouncing ball, small. This is just my imagination. You can imagine it as big as you want to. Pick a color that you like. I like to imagine a golden ball or a white glowing ball full of chi. And as I breathe into that ball, I can feel my body expanding in all directions, not just forward. Very often when we breathe, we kind of imagine our stomachs going, or we feel our stomachs going up and down, our abdomen's moving, our chest's moving. But in fact, we're really breathing all the way around. So you breathe from your side, breathe from your back, and see if you can notice it as you breathe into the ball in your lower dantian, your lower energy center. Always making sure that the out breath is longer, up to about twice as long as the in breath. And now allow a smile before you open your eyes. Allow a smile to come up inside as you breathe in. You can smile to your inner organs, to your heart, your lungs, and your intestines. Just smile to all of them. And then let a smile come up to your lips. And notice how that feels. Feels good. Let's see if I have some water here. It's getting warm. Not much. All right. So now we're going to do Badwanjin. I'm curious, how many of you are doing second challenge? I want to see this. How many? I want to see you all are doing the second challenge. Just Lori is. Yeah, Rabdini, Rebecca, good. And we did 100, more or less, right? More or less 100. More or less. That's good. It's okay. We got to be nice to ourselves. If it's not exactly perfect, it's much better than not doing it. That's for sure. Right? Right. 100%. 100%. Okay. So, we are going to do number 8. Let's just review it. Number 8 is actually probably 2 and 8 are in competition for the most complicated. So number 8 has 4 parts. And what you really want to remember is that it's in, out, in, out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The way my teacher taught it to me, he always talked about yin and yang. So yin is the exhale. So let's start with the yang. Yang is the inhale. So when we go inhale, we chest open, wide open, sunshine, daylight. It's that white part of the Tai Chi circle, that circle that has the white and the black. So it's the white part of it. That is yang. Some people call that the male. It's not really male and female. That's not a good way I don't think that that's the only way to think about it. So it's external, open, or opening yang. And then yin is enclosed. It's the exhale. We're rounding our backs. We're rounding our chest. And that would be the yin. And sometimes that's called the female. If you think about the sex organs. So the male sex organs outside, female inside. So that's, I suppose, why they're called male and female. But we all have yin and yang energies in us. And the organs actually in Chinese medicine are split up into yin organs and yang organs. It doesn't mean a lot to me, so I don't keep it in my head which ones are yin and which ones are yang. But sometimes in certain exercises, I think it's helpful to think about yin and yang and the interchange between the two of them. And this exercise is actually one of them. So let us put the fan on. Getting warm. Whoops, wasn't the fan. Okay, now we got the fan going. So let's see how this goes. Number 8. So number 8 goes, it's always a little hard to start, right? So I kind of do that to start. And that reminds me, we're pressing our hands down, our shoulders are down, we're inhaling, and there's that opening here, yang. But as my teacher would say, it's kind of like a half yang. It's not a full yang. It's half yang, or maybe 3/4 yang. And then yin, our hands float up, our backs round. And we, of course, we exhaled. And now we're 100% yang. We're on our tippy toes. We're pressing down. Everything is wide open, full in breath. So we're yang, and now we're gonna bang our heels and do full yin. Gather in, round your chest, round your back. So let's do it again. 4 parts. Yang, inhale, yin, exhale, yang, full yang, open yang. And bang your heels, round. Okay, now, I've also been reading a book that talks about the energy centers here and here. And you can think about the opening and the closing of the energy centers as you do this. And basically what we want to happen in Qigong is we want the energy to be flowing, okay? So part of opening and closing them is to encourage the flow. That's my understanding. I might not have it quite right. This book is a pretty dense book, and it's taking me an awfully long time to read. So let's do this again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And now I'm going to watch you all do it. Do it a couple times. I'm going to watch you. See what I can see. Go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Yofi. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up on your tippy toes and round and gather in the chi. Good. Looks good. Looking good. So that's number 8. So we really have reviewed all 8 movements of Duan Jin. I think we got it down pat. You know, we've been doing it 100 days. I think we got it. So we're going to do it because it's Monday, it's Wednesday. Even though I have to say I did it this morning, I like to do it early in the morning, and I did it, but I figure, you know, I'm still filling in for the ones I missed last 100. So we'll do an extra. And then I would like to teach you the very first 2 of Shibashi, because I think that's what we'll do, is we're going to start moving into Shibashi, which is really nice. And then you can keep doing Qigong. I'm sorry, you can keep doing Duan Jin because you'll be doing it, and we'll be moving along with Shibashi. Okay, so let's do Duan Jin. Number 1, we're going to do each one 3 times. And you can think about the yin and the yang in each of these exercises if you'd like. Every inhale is a yang, every exhale is a yin, and you can think about what goes along with that. Number 2. Three. 4. 5. Feet back to parallel position. Come up. And up on your tippy toes. Inhale. Bang your heels. Let your hands pull you forward. Sweep the floor with your hands or make like an elephant. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Ready. Up. 2 more times. And number 7. Number 8. Yeah, done. Yeah, one hand over the other on the lower dantian. And I'm going to teach you 1 and 2 of Shibashi, and you know them already. That's the funny thing, you know them. So, number 1, Shibashi, what you should let me just give a little intro to Shibashi. It's a very modern series. Duan Jin, I told you, is about 2,000 years old, and that's why there's so many variations. It got passed down from master to student to master to student. If you go on YouTube, you'll see very, very big variety of what it looks like. Shibashi, only one, because it's a new series. It's from the late 50s, early 60s of the previous century. So there's only one Shibashi, only one way to do Shibashi. And I'll look a little more. I used to remember a little bit more about how it was created and why it was created. But the idea is to really open up, similar to Duan Jin, which General Yu Fei prepared for his soldiers. So Shibashi has 18 movements, and it's really lovely. So the first movement is just like this. It's called stroking the waterfall. And you just let your hands float up and float down. And I think it's just a beautiful movement, particularly if you think about stroking the waterfall. It's very calming. And it's the opening. We're beginning to open the meridian lines. In Shibashi, we do each one, I don't know why, but 5 or 6 times. So, of course, it's inhale, and you let your hands float up, and exhale. Okay, very soft hands. Inhale. Fingers are down, hands are down here. You're not going up that high, Lori. You're just going up to shoulder level, and then down, stroking the waterfall. Okay, let's do one more time. Let your hands kind of lay limp here. They're kind of just down. Your fingers are down, and then you flex your wrists and just stroke the waterfall. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is metal. It's exactly like the metal element. So we certainly know that. And here, just make it flowing. Okay, we want to keep it flowing. We don't want to stop. We don't want to do we don't want to stop when we're open. We want to just keep the flow. Okay, so that's one thing that I would really pay attention to. So you let your hands slow it down. Let your hands float up and open and close and float down. Okay, float up, float open, and closed and down. And one more time. Sometimes you need to take a second breath. Don't worry about it. Just do that. And that's it. So that's the first 2. And you also know the last movement. The last movement, we'll do the last movement, number 18. This way we only have 15 to go. Inhale. And inhale. And inhale. And each time we're just going to let our hands float up as slowly as we can without effort, and float down without effort. Notice how much more chi you can feel if you do that. If you just focus on the breath and do it slowly and gracefully, so much more chi. Okay, and one hand over the other on the lower dantian. And at this very moment, that she is reaching every single cell in her body, bringing healing and vitality, strength and fortitude, hope, and whatever else we need. And let's end with centering, balancing exercise, lining up all parts. Our consciousness, our emotions, our physical body, reminding us that we have all these parts. And last time. Thank you very much. Hooray for us that we started Shibashi. And I'm gonna send out to you a really nice recording that I found of Shibashi that I like a lot. So you can see it. If you want to start doing it, feel free. You don't have to wait till I teach it all to you. You can become familiar with it. So I'll send it out over the next day or two. Okay. And over and out. All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for participating. Sorry, I'm so pooped today. I really am. What can you do? Thank you.
Thank you, Naomi.
See you all. Good to see you all. Bye-bye. It gives me strength to see you.
And
Thank
you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.